2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat Will Zalatoris. Are you sure?
Absolutely, Luke. Will Zalatoris is a player of the future. When we talk about young players who are confident and have every single attribute that you could possibly want for, Will Zalatoris comes to mind, and that's not someone that I would want to be going up against if it was me.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While he might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat, and good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He's currently tied for 10th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
That could play. Good shot there.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This one looking really good.
Well, that'll help you move up the leaderboard.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. He's currently in a share of 6th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
18 feet to the cup.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Let's take a look at the current standings. The par 3 4th at TPC Scottsdale. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 6-iron here. A bit wild on approach there.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That's a good-looking shot there.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, just missed. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Good stroke. And in it goes for the par.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Sitting at 2 under, currently tied for 10th place. Getting ready to play their third.
He's 2 shots back.
What a shot.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Ooh.
That was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Currently at 3 under for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers, left and right of this green, ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That was a bit of a miscue.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
That was a solid shot. Out of the bunker and onto the surface.
And he needs this to save par.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure.
From around 170 yards here, just 1 stroke back and right in it.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
The game can be frustrating, can't it?
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes.
Second shot here on the 9th.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt to move into second place. It was on a good line. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And that putt will drop. Well done. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Come on, you're better than that. Sitting at 3 under par, tied for second place. Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Hey, that's a chance. Nicely holed. And for par.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 3 shots off the lead.
Opting for the 6-iron. Setting up miles from the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Get in. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
I don't mind the look of this.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
4 shots behind our leader. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. And this putt to move into a tie for third. Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
He's in a share of third place. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. From around 180 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Oh, so close.
Putting for a par now.
Just didn't drop.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently at -3 for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Playing their 4th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Putting for a par here.
And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Going with the 8-iron here. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Get in the hole.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now 4 back after that hole. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. Second shot here on the 17th. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's frustrating.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Oh, well done.
Lining up from around 160 yards.
Breeze straight into him.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
That's a touch of class.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And this putt for a final score of 67. And that brings to an end his event.
And Henny, I think the takeaway for this player is that they really dominated their rival at this event.
Absolutely, Luke. I think the consolation prize is the way they performed against their rival this week. That should absolutely give them confidence as they prepare for their next event.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.